value investing?
Value investing.
Do tell. Or can you sing and dance instead?
I wish I could. That'd be a different show, though. This is Hollywood.
Wouldn't it? It would be the same show. It would just be better.
Next week, after the Oscars, maybe we'll
continue.
Yeah. This is Hollywood's version of a value stock. So the industry really, they're bifurcated a couple of years ago. There's the blockbuster model and there's the art house model. And this fit right in the middle. And this is a sweet spot that's kind of coming back in the film industry. So this cost $30 million to produce, which is not nothing, but it's not hugely expensive.
Okay, so value investing, is that just another way to say it's not too expensive?
Yeah, more or less. But the upside.
But it's also not
what
the
kind of
Blair Witch
beta to
Project,
the market
right?
are we talking about here?
What kind of what?
Well, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I was like,
There's
oh no,
a huge
Oliver.
upside, though. I mean, if you spend $200 million on a film, the upside is limited. If you spend 30, and this film is approaching 40 million at the box, 400 million at the
Come
box
on,
office.
is this basic investing? Don't have something that is going to cost a crazy amount of money without
No, that's not true, because some of the films that cost a crazy amount of money make a crazy amount of money.
But there also have been some big flops, and is perhaps this what people are piggybacking on, the really high-tech action films that end up doing, nothing on the blockbuster.
And the downside to this is not huge. You lose 30.
What's interesting is that there's been, it seems like, two sort of trends in Hollywood. One has been the rehashing of previous franchises that people know is going to put bodies into seats, whether it's Avengers, Marvel, all this stuff. We've got like 49 Spider-Mans now, and they always make money. And then on the other end is the sort of very lower budget. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of in-between anymore.
Well, the in-between's coming back, and there's diminishing returns on the proven franchises. I mean, people can only watch 5 or 6. They talk about sequel fatigue. Mm-hmm. So when there's a hot director, which was the case here, he did a film called Whiplash a couple years ago. That
great
was
movie too.
Breakout hit. Lionsgate saw that and said, we want to do your next project. He said, I want to do a musical, and they said, all right, we're not going to say no. So is Lionsgate leading the charge here, or are other movie studios figuring out that there is this sort of in-between land? Yeah, Lionsgate's sort of perfecting the model, but they also do a great job of sharing the risk. So they're big on bringing in financial partners to kind of mitigate the downside. They did that with this film. So it's a way that they can spend a little more and get a little more bang.
Isn't there a bit of a slippery slope, though, with the value film, just like there is in the value stock? And you point out that they spend a little extra money, right, to get Ryan Gosling and to get Emma Stone. Well, you could spend a little more money to get the even more marquee name.
Yeah. And I'm sure we'll see that. I mean, people are going to try to replicate this model. They're going to try to replicate this film, and there's going to be some busts. But this one worked out.
Kyle, I think that you came up with value investing in Hollywood as a way to get Bloomberg to pay for you to go see the movie.
I think Eric's sold. I think he's going to go see La La Land now.
I somehow doubt
Reverse
that.
position?
No.